Hey guys, here we are at the start of a long journey. For the next couple of months, I'm going to start releasing different kinds of videos. I've been a streamer, traditional kind of streamer, not a live streamer, but someone who just records my iRacing races and puts them online, and starting to play around with them with video editing and stuff, really enjoying it. But it's time to upgrade the room. I've had issues with my computer for many years now, and I've been a real tight ass when it comes to that room, doing everything on a budget. And I find it's time for an upgrade. Now, I've just recently lost my job. We'll get into the serious stuff first. Just lost my job a couple of weeks ago. Got a bit of a payout. It's part of a redundancy. So in Australia, if you've been working for a company for more than 3 years, I think it is. No, more than 2 years or something. Anyway, I've been there for over 7.5 years, and I got 3 weeks per year plus 4 weeks up front, plus my annual leave and my long service leave. So if I had have left a couple of months ago, and it's been an extremely stressful 6 months, a lot of people have been noticing in my videos that my racing and my presentation hasn't been up to scratch. There's a lot of stress going on at that workplace, and it was affecting me big time. I'm really glad to be out of there. I wanted to leave there just after Christmas. I was desperate to leave, but the notion of redundancies was it was there. It has been for 18 months, but we were real close, and I felt like that I needed to just hang around a little bit, try and hang in there. If I get the redundancy when the next round comes up, I'm going to hopefully be accepted. If not, I was going to be out of there anyway. So I took the money and ran. My family needed me to leave probably before Christmas, and I just kept saying to my fiance Kathy, just hang in there, hang in there, and it's paid off. If I had have left a few months ago, I would have got pretty much nothing. Just enough to clear the bills, because we were just hanging in there. And yeah, with this payout, I said to Kathy, I want to put a third of it on the house, a third of it on the family, and a third of it on myself. What I went through at work, I went through a lot of workplace bullying from one particular boss. I managed to follow through with a report with head office, and they found him, I suppose you could say they found him guilty. I don't know what they've done with him, but workplace bullying in Australia is it's a criminal offence, and it's just something that no one should have to go through. The anxiety, the points towards depression. They just, whenever they see someone with their chips down, a bully, they just push and push and push. And I was in that position, so just kept saying to Kathy, hang in there, hold your breath. We're nearly there, and we got there. So we've done some great things. Bought a brand new couch for the lounge room. We're going to paint the house. We're going to update so many things. I bought a bed for Ayla. She's now out of a cot, nearly 3 years old, and yeah, just some good things. But that third is my embellishment. What you see right here is a whole bunch of stuff that I've put a lot of research into. I need upgrades, and I want to fix the problems that I have at the moment. One of them is the wheel. I hate Thrustmaster firmware. As soon as Windows updates and Thrustmaster updates, they really need to balance together. Exactly the same with Razer software. I love the Razer hardware. My Razer hardware, my headphones, the microphone has been the voice of my channel since the beginning. Brilliant microphone, but the drivers and the software are disgraceful. And I actually got the blue screen of death last week, and that's it. So we're upgrading so many things: peripherals, keyboard, headphones, and mouse from SteelSeries. I noticed that Harris Heller the other day was getting stuck into that. Wave 3 mic from Elgato, a boom for that. Fanatec DD1, the pack with the what is it called? Formula wheel, the Formula V2. We'll call it that. I think that's what Fanatec calls it. Plus the magnetic shifters. So I'm really keen to get stuck into that. New computer, guys. New computer. Got a 3070 right here. 15 port USB hub, 13 actual data points. So I'll be able to plug everything into the one point and have the one cord. A big issue I had with my old computer was I had two 3 meter extension cables for USB 3, and USB 3's physical limits are 3 meters. And if you've been watching the channel for a while, or if you haven't, let me tell you, over the years, I had so many issues, and I'm eliminating that. So the computer that's not going behind me anymore, it's going right in front of the frame. Let's talk about the frame. Getting a Track Racer TR160. I'm not getting it. I've got it. It's out there. There's about 10 boxes. This is just one of them. And I'm also getting the monitor stand because the current one is just a bit bulky for the room. That little white box down there, have a look at that. That's my utter embellishment. The way I justified it was I wanted a 3090. I wanted the 24 gig of VRAM, and I wanted just to have, the best. And they were available in Australia. There's like one or two, and I really wanted it. But it was nearly $4,000. And I think that's absolutely disgraceful. That's retail. And it's not so much the scalpers or anything like that. That's just been the going price since they came out. So you've got basically $2,000 for a 3070, $3,000 for a 3080, and then $4,000 for a 3090. So my main game is iRacing, and iRacing doesn't have the need for a 3090, really. If you balance it with the right CPU, and I've done a lot of research with that, then I think a 3070, I haven't tried it yet, but I think a 3070 would be just enough. So with the money that I saved on that little tweak of the spreadsheet, I managed to sneak in some Heusinkfeld pedals, the Ultimates. I'm really looking forward to bolting them in. I'm a bit nervous about how I feel about when I open the box, like what they're going to look like. There's going to be 3, handmade billet, beautiful pedals. I haven't opened these boxes yet. I'm just waiting for this video to give to you guys. The computer I'm really excited about. So it's going to be the Ryzen 7 5800X, or is it Ryzen 9? Don't know. 5800X AMD chip with an X570 motherboard, 32 gig of RAM from T-Force, 1 terabyte PCI Gen 4 SSD. This monster of a case, the Level 20 XT from Thermaltake. The first one I saw, the reason I'm getting the Level 20 series is the first one I saw was the big one, and it was like vertical standing. I thought, that'll look great in my room. And then I look at the measurements, and it's literally like a fridge. And for the components that I was going to get, there was no way I was going to be able to fill a massive box. Then I picked this one up, and I realized, this thing's going to look, I hope it doesn't look too empty. I think the card should be big enough, and I might have to put a few toys in there. But the idea is to have the simulator here, and the computer, I'm going to make a trolley right here, so that when you look at my foot cam, you're going to see the 3070 in the background. What else have we got? Cable mod cables, a Thermaltake 1050 watt power supply. I've got the NZXT Kraken X73, which is the 360 rad with addressable LED lights, the 200mm fans for the front of this case, and everything's going to go through the one controller. So hopefully the one software will control the NZXT fans plus the Thermaltake fans. What else have we got over there? No, that's about it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the headphones actually. They're really nice looking headphones, and the guy at the shop where I didn't buy them because they were cheaper somewhere else swore by them, absolutely swore by them. So I bought a Smart Lav, which I'm using right now. I hope that the audio comes through better than what it does from my GoPro. I've got a GoPro, and a tripod that it's on now hasn't been my best purchase. The GoPro has been so fiddly and finicky for this sort of filming that yeah, I wish I'd gone down the DSLR route. But then again, back to my original point, I had to be financially rational. And DSLR for the GoPro price was going to only be videoing at 1080 30 frames. And this thing does 4K. So I think with more knowledge about the hardware of filming and the GoPro in particular, I'll be a lot better. But at the moment, and I'm finding the attachments, I'll do a video on the GoPro. I'm not impressed with how fiddly it's been. I guess all they want you to do is stick it to your helmet and go ride a bike, but I don't do that. Lastly, I've got a Seagate 8 terabyte hard drive for my old computer, and I'm going to turn my old computer into a NAS drive. So there'll be another video about that. I'm going to do videos about my peripherals, the microphone. I'm going to do it about the wheel. I'm going to do about the pedals. I'm going to do about the computer. I'm going to show you the build. Come along for the ride, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun, hopefully. Might be fun for you to watch me in pain, but I'm hoping that it'll be a lot of fun for me once it's all done. And yeah, just a new direction of the channel. And I'm really, really excited about having this little window in my life. I watch so many PC build videos. Like I also watch like Kyle from Bitwit. I watch Jay's 2 Cents, Linus Tech Tips, Paul's Hardware, Designs by IFR. I'm not going to go that far. Sorry, knackers. And yeah, this is my small little opportunity in life to just grab all of this stuff at once and see what I can do with it. And it's not just about building it. I think I can present something to you guys. The production value is going to improve. I promise you. This is what I've got right now. I've found a LED floodlight, and I learnt yesterday that if you put baking paper over it, it puts a nice clean light over it, which is, I think it's doing it. But yeah, just, oh, good times. So yeah, this will be my first video telling you guys about this. The next one will be the PC build, and I can't wait to put this thing together. I've never put a PC together 100%. I worked at a computer shop when I was 16 and then 18, but I never actually finished a build from start to finish. It was always helping the older guy. It was just work experience that I did. And yeah, my passion for computers has never died, and now I can play with it all by myself. So yeah, hang around, guys. Thumbs up if you liked it, down if you didn't. Make sure you subscribe, and yep, I'll see you soon. Bye.